Oh, why is it so bright? Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sick. I went home early from work today. Yesterday and the day before I just kind of had like this weird like tickle in my throat that was making me cough, and I had like cough drops and stuff, and I thought that that's like all it was. And then today I woke up with my tonsils, like everything in here is so swollen and it feels like there are blades in my throat. It's awful. And a fever, so that's really fun. I still haven't really decided what this video is going to be. I'm like, oh, I could do a, you know, just start a new reading vlog. I'm like, or I could just do like a 24-hour readathon kind of thing, but I still don't know. Either way, it's a vlog of some sort. So, but I have some tea that I'm drinking. This is my little tea infuser thing. It's like a little leaf. I think it's so cute the way it just like hangs out of my drink. And then I was going to update you guys on what I am reading currently. So I am currently reading 2 books. One I'm listening to on audiobook. Also, forgive me of the brightness. I don't know why my camera is doing this, but I'm just going, it's fine. Okay, so I am listening to Our Violent Ends on audiobook. I am currently on page 168. I am enjoying this. It's been a while since I have read this series, and I will say that this book is doing a great job at recapping what happened in the first book. So listening to that, and then I'm physically reading Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is the book club pick for my book club that I host on Fable. So this is the book club pick for the book club that I host on Fable. If you would like to join the book club, I will leave a link in the description. You can go ahead and download the app and then just join our book club. It's really fun. But I am currently on page 126. That took me a minute to figure that out. 126, really enjoying this. I feel like I'm making pretty good progress in here. I will say this book is surprising me. Like, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. For some reason, like, life stories kind of like this tend to bore me, so I'm really surprised that I'm even enjoying it. But it has been a really fun time so far. So these are kind of my 2 reads currently that I am trying to get through. I think I definitely want to sit down and have some time to physically read Daisy Jones and the Six, so I think that's what I'm going to do while I drink my tea. My mother-in-law is supposed to be stopping by. She made me some soup. Her soup is my favorite thing ever. It's so good, and anytime I'm sick, she will always text me and be like, do you need anything? And I'm like, no, but I definitely want your soup. And she always makes it for me. And one time I made it, the only time that I've ever made it, one time I made it. It took me 3 hours. So the fact that every time I'm sick, she's willing to make a 3-hour long soup for me, she's the best. I'm gonna drink my tea and read Daisy Jones and the Six. Okay, hello you guys. I'm gonna try and update you really quickly because I know that my camera is going to die. But it's the next day. It's 4:42 p.m. I am feeling a little bit worse today than I did yesterday because I'm just like stuffy and stuff. But I'm waiting to film my 23 books to read in 2023, but I'm waiting for my other camera battery to charge, and this one's blinking at me, so it's really good over here. Still reading both of these books. I'm on page 235 of Our Violent Delights, or Our Violent Ends, and then I am on page 207 of Daisy Jones and the Six. So while I'm waiting for my camera battery to charge, I'm going to be reading Daisy Jones and the Six. That's all I have. I gotta go. It is 8:35 and I just finished Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and this one's hard for me, okay, because I was loving the whole first part of the book. I loved the ending of the book. I just felt like there was a time in the middle of the book that was like a little bit too long, and it like kind of dragged on, and I don't know, I just felt myself losing interest in the book. Like I felt like it was kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it, like we were just like at a standstill with the story and with the characters. And so that was really hard for me, but I feel like once I got over that plateau, that things started to get really, really good. I think I'm going to give this 4 stars. I genuinely enjoyed this. Like, I really wasn't expecting to even like it as much as I did, because I didn't love The 7.5 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid all that much. And I did enjoy Malibu Rising. I don't think it was like this, oh my gosh, this was amazing, but I do remember liking it. But yeah, I did, and again, I did love the format of this book. Like, I love that it's like interview kind of setting, and it kind of reads exactly like a documentary, and like a good documentary, not one of those boring ones, but a really good documentary. And I was really intrigued the whole time. I know that they're coming out with a show, or it's like a show or a movie for this, and I'm definitely excited to see like what they are going to do with the book. I am a huge believer in the book is always better, but there are those very few occasions where they do better on the movie than the book. So I don't know, I'm really interested to see how they do this. But yeah, I really loved it. I loved all of the characters. I feel like the characters that were supposed to be annoying, like Eddie, was annoying. Like, Eddie was probably my least favorite character, but I think he was supposed to be. And I also loved the, like, I don't know, I loved the realness of this book. Like, I can't say too much without spoiling it, but there were so many pieces of this book that was like real. Like, it wasn't like fluffed up romance or happily ever after or like anything gooey like that. Like, you had those really sweet moments, but then like reality set in, and I really appreciated that about this. I love that it wasn't this like fairy tale story about a band, but it was like the real life of Hollywood and being in a band and all of that in this time. And also the presence of like smoking and drugs and partying and all of that was like so accurate and relevant, I feel like. Like, I didn't feel like, this is gonna be really hard to explain, but when I think of like the 60s and 70s and you think of like drugs and smoking, like there is like this feeling of like trashy, but not like trashy. Like a good like classic trashy kind of attitude about everything, and like the way that they did things was just like, that's so trashy, but like that's so the 60s, that's so the 70s. And I really felt like this felt like I was in that time period. Like, there was nothing in it where I was like, that feels like, you know, I just got pulled away from that time period. Like, I really felt like I was in it the whole time. Maybe I want to give this 4.5 stars. I think I'm going to give this 4.5 stars because I genuinely loved this book. It wasn't 5 stars, again, because of that weird like lull in the middle, but everything else about this was so creative and just like so on point that I feel like I can't not give it 4.5 stars, you know? I don't know if I updated you guys. I did make some more progress in Our Violent Ends. I am on page 325. I have like 3 hours left of the audiobook. I don't think I'm going to be reading any more of this tonight. I think Jonathan and I are going to watch Monsters University, and I think we're gonna watch Monsters University, so I'm not gonna read any more of this tonight, but I'm definitely planning on finishing it tomorrow, because I have to finish it tomorrow because I have another vlog starting on Saturday, so I can't fall behind or my content will lag. So yeah, that is my plan, I think. I do need to update my reading journal before I stop with all the reading and content stuff for the night. So let's go update my reading journal. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll show you guys my reading journal because it's pretty much finished as far as like my yearly spreads, and I'm working still with like what I'm doing exactly for like my monthly spreads. But let me show you my reading journal and then we will update it, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. But let me just show you the reading journal. It's really cute. Okay, so this is my journal for 2023. This is from like Scribble and Dot or something, but it's black with a little bee on it. I think it's so cute. This is the like grid spacing kind of thing from Archer and Olive that I just pulled from one of my old bullet journals to keep in here. Here is my cover page with my name on it, and then this is my kind of, I don't even know what you call this, my cover page, I guess, for the year. I went with this like wildflower theme that I saw someone do. And then this is my goal page. So my personal goals: time with Jesus, time with Jono, and maintain my chores at home. I do have more, I just haven't filled them out yet. And then my reading and content goals. So I have a goal to hit 10,000 subscribers this year, to get through my physical TBR, to read 80 books, and to make reading fun. And then my Goodreads goal. So my Goodreads goal actually says 75 books, but I just went ahead and made 80 squares. And then I am filling them in based on if they were a physical read or an audio. And typically if I'm listening to the audiobook but I have the book physically and I'm reading along physically, I'll just mark it as physical. But if it's strictly audio, then I will mark it as audio. And then these are the 23 books in 2023 that I want to read. I do have a video coming out for these books, so don't look too closely. And then this is the Bookaholics book club. So this is the book club that I host on Fable. You are welcome to join the book club. The link is in the description. And then this is where I will just put like all of our picks for the year. I need to print out a picture of Daisy Jones and the Six because that is our book club pick for the year, or for the month, I mean. And this is my physical TBR. It's kind of the same as my Goodreads goal page, but this is just like anytime I finish a book that I had physically on my shelves, then I will fill them out. That way I'm not, and it has to be a book that I bought not in the year of 2023. So any books that I bought in the year of 2023, this does not count. So then all of my series to complete. I have a lot of series. These are all the series that exist on my shelf. And then I just color them in based on which ones I have finished. And then this is my 2023 best, basically, to find the best book of 2023, I will pick a favorite book for each month, and then those will battle it out for quarter one, and then for the first half, quarter one and quarter two to the first half, and then eventually I will find my favorite book of the year. And then I just have a little content ideas page to just like jot down some like random ideas that I get for YouTube. And then this is my January theme. It's kind of like scrapbooky, and I honestly like my theme is books. So I have like little books here, books there, a little teacup. This is my days read page. Again, some more books. I do need to fill in today's, but I've been reading every day in January so far. And then this is my books to read / books read. So I'm doing them basically like whatever books were on my TBR. If you guys haven't watched my TBR game, you should definitely go watch that. You guys actually picked all of these books for me. So I have 5 here and then 5 over here, so 10 total. And then I just write when I start the book and when I finish the book, and then I put the star rating. Let me show you. Okay. Put the star rating here. I've really been loving it like this. And then favorite quotes. This is one from All Your Perfects. It says, apologies are good for admitting regret, but they do very little in removing the truth from the actions that caused the regret. I just loved it, so I added it to my favorite quotes page. And then I'm going to be writing at least half a page for each book that I finish, and just kind of giving like my final thoughts of each book. That way I can just go and look back in case I forget why I liked a book or what connected me to the book. I have that. So yeah, those are my spreads. So I'm going to fill this out, get it caught up as far as my days read and my books to read. So let's do that. Okay, hello you guys. So it is Saturday. I still do not feel better. Like, I don't know what is going on, but I'm just like staying in this cold. It's awful. But once it's over, I won't get sick for a long time again, because I just very rarely get sick. So let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. But I am planning to finish Our Violent Ends. We're in the car on our way back from Jonathan's sister's house. We were at our nephew's first birthday party, and so it was really fun. As you guys saw, we were at Top Golf last night with a bunch of friends, so it's been just a lot of fun friends and family time for the last like day. It's been amazing. I got my hair did. I didn't show you guys, I don't think, but
hair done.
This is my hair. I got my hair did. I'm in love with it. I'm very satisfied with it. I'm definitely going to go back to her and have more blonde put in it, because I'm just really, like, these pieces I'm really enjoying, and I just need more blonde, I think. So yes, but reading update. I am on page, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. I'm on page 439 of Our Violent Ends. I have about 50 pages left. It's like an hour of the audiobook left. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie, I am very confused at this point in the book, and it's just because my auditory skills are just not great. But at this point, I'm not going to go all the way back to the beginning of the book, and I'm not going to go back to where I think I started to forget, because I've got to get through this book. So I probably, like, I have like a good idea of what's going on, but like as far as like the details and stuff, I have like holes in the plot. So if anybody would like to DM me on Instagram and let me know what is going on, I would be very grateful. But yeah, so gonna get through this book. We have like an hour and a half long drive, so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook and try not to fall asleep. But once I finished it, I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts. So that's all. We're gonna read now. Okay, you guys. So it's now 4:40. I ended up taking a nap in the car. I'm just like so tired. Like, this cold is like really wiping me out. So I took a nap, but I did finish Our Violent Ends. I think I'm going to give this one 4 stars. The only reason it's not getting 5 is I just felt like, again, it's just longer than it needed to be. Like, I just felt like there was so much going on that it was like we could have done without all of that. And to be honest, like, I don't know, like, okay, I can't say that without spoiling anything. Yeah, just 4 stars. I really did like the ending. Everything came together at the end, I felt like. I wasn't missing as many pieces as I thought I was. I like went and looked at like a recap on, like, just searched one on Google, and I was there for all of it. So I don't know, that's I think another reason I'm giving it 4 stars, is because there was that much going on. I still felt like, even when I was listening to it and reading it, that there were holes in the story. And it wasn't because there were holes from me listening to the book. It was just that, like, it just kind of felt scattered a little bit. I loved These Violent Delights. Loved that book. This one just was not as good to me, but I feel like that happens a lot with sequels and series and all that. The first book is just always better. I shouldn't say always. The first book is typically better. But yeah, so that pretty much completes the vlog. I just wanted to continue this vlog until I'd finished those books so that you guys could hear my thoughts. But I feel like this was a really successful reading week. I mean, I read a 4.5 star and a 4-star book. And then my book that I read before that, the very first book that I read of the month, was also a 4.5 star. So I feel like all of my reads this month so far have been really, really good, which is giving me high hopes for the rest of the month. But yeah, so I'm super, super satisfied with all of that. But that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I have a lot more things coming at you this month, so get excited. I'm excited. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.